Our story today is called Buying the Box but Returning the Pearl Along. Long time ago, in the ancient state of Chester Kingdom, there was a young merchant named Aaron. Aaron wasn't just an ordinary merchant. He was the most fashionable and dramatic salesman in the whole market. His stall didn't just sell things, it also sparkled. He had silk curtains swaying in the breeze, a little bell that chimed when someone walked by, and even a parrot that shouted, "Come by, best deal in Chester. I'm your absolute best merchant." One day, Aaron got hold of something truly amazing. A pearl. It's not just any pearl, but one so perfectly round and shiny that it seemed to hold a little moon inside. The pearl was worth a fortune, but Aaron wasn't worried about finding a buyer. The problem was how to make people really want it. He rubbed his chin. I can't just hand someone a pearl like it's a dumpling. No. I need presentation. I need style. So Aaron ordered the most beautiful wooden box in all the land. It was carved from rare sandalwood that gave off a sweet smell. On the lid, he had a skilled craftsman engrave a scene of dragons chasing clouds. Then he decorated the edges with gold leaf and lined the inside with soft silk. It was a masterpiece of a box, the kind of box that made you go, wow, before you even looked inside. Finally, he placed the pearl in the box, closed the lid with a click, and smiled. Perfect. Now, whoever sees this will fall in love instantly. The next morning, Aaron set up his stall extra early. He placed the pearl in box right in the middle, under a shaft of sunlight that made the gold glimmer. The parrot, sensing something important, practiced a new pitch. Shiny, expensive. Don't miss it. Crowds bustled through the market. Farmers selling vegetables, children chasing each other, women bargaining for cloth. Soon, a man wearing fine clothes stopped in front of Aaron's stall. He was clearly wealthy. With a plump face and a beard he kept stroking as if it was made of gold. Aaron bowed politely. "Good morning, sir. I present to you the finest treasure in all of Chester." He slowly opened the box, letting the scent of sandalwood waft into the air. The wealthy man's eyes went wide. "Oh my, what a beautiful box." Aaron cleared his throat. Yes, the box is indeed fine, but the real treasure is inside. He gently lifted the pearl, and it caught the sunlight like a drop of frozen light. Behold, a flawless pearl from the South Sea. The wealthy man blinked. Yes, that's nice, but this box. He picked it up, turning it over in his hands. The carvings, the smell, the silk lining. This is the most exquisite box I've ever seen. Aaron expected the man to be equally excited about the pearl, but instead, the man frowned and handed it back. "I don't really need a pearl. Pearls are just shiny marbles, aren't they? But this box will look wonderful on my desk." Aaron's jaw dropped. "Sir, are you saying that you want the box but not the pearl?" The man nodded enthusiastically. "Exactly how much for the box? You can keep your marble," Aaron tried to explain. "But sir, the box was made for the pearl." "The pearl is worth far more than the box." The wealthy man waved a dismissive hand. "Say no more about the pearl. What use is a pearl? Can you put tea in it? No. Can you store scrolls in it? No. But this box, oh man, I can put my ink brushes here, or my secret snacks. It's practical and beautiful. The pearl is just extra." Before Aaron could say anything else, the man plopped a bag of coins on the table, took the box, and carefully leaving the pearl behind, he strutted off happily. The parrot, after a long pause, squawked. He bought the wrong thing. He bought the wrong thing. News of the strange purchase spread through the market like wildfire. Did you hear? A man bought a box but refused the pearl. What? That's ridiculous. Next thing you know, someone will buy a cage and set the bird free. Some laughed, some shook their heads, and some wondered if the man knew something they didn't. But one thing was certain. He had become the talk of the town. Meanwhile, Aaron sat in his stall, staring at the pearl in his hand. "I don't get it," he muttered. "The pearl is the real treasure. How can someone value the container more than what's inside?" The parrot tilted its head and said, "People are strange. People are strange." The man who bought the box was named Master Fu. He returned home with his prize and proudly showed it to his friends. "Look at this box. Smell the wood. Feel the silk. Isn't it marvelous?" One of his friends asked, "Where's the pearl that came with it?" Master Fu shrugged. "Oh, I didn't want that. Pearls are useless. They just sit there, doing nothing. But this box will hold my calligraphy tools." His friends nodded politely, though a few exchanged puzzled glances. One whispered, "I think he paid for a meal and only ate the napkin." As time passed, the phrase "buy the box and return the pearl" became a popular saying in Chester. People used it whenever someone ignored the real value of something and instead chased after the fancy wrapping or decoration. For example, if a man bought an expensive wine just for the bottle and poured the wine away, people would say, "Buy the box and return the pearl." If someone chose a book only because of its pretty cover but never read it, people would say, "She's buying the box and returning the pearl." Aaron, though still puzzled by Master Fu's choice, eventually laughed about it. "Well, at least I still have the pearl. Kay can sell it to someone who actually understands its worth." And the parrot. It kept repeating the story to every passerby and said, "He bought the wrong thing. He bought the wrong thing." Moral of the story teaches us not to be fooled by appearances. The most valuable part of something is not always the prettiest or the most decorated. It's what is inside that truly matters. Or, as Aaron's parrot might say, don't eat the napkin while paid for a whole meal.